Another video. Today we're going up against some teams that's in the NBA series. So yeah, man. One more day until the 10th day contract is over with. Got one more game left, and then I should be talking to the head coach. But I think we gotta keep going until we make the starting rotation. But yeah, man, if we make the starting rotation, it'll be good. But yeah, man, that's enough of me talking. Hopefully you having a good weekend so far, and enjoy yourself. And stay comfortable, because stay warm, don't get cold. Make sure you wear warm clothes and stuff like that. But yeah, man, that's enough of me talking. Hopefully you enjoy. Start one game at a time, man, instead of going all over the place. One game at a time.
Spurs in the midst of a home stand here in San Antonio. They're one of the most dangerous teams in the NBA right now. No question, they've won 7 of the last 8. I'll tell you what, Kevin, this team is really honed in on wanting to play its best basketball prior to the All-Star break. They want to have some positive momentum going into that break. The way they're playing, they're going to have it. Well, definitely. You don't want to go into the All-Star break feeling bad about yourself. They don't have to worry about that. They've been rolling lately. I think they're going to carry that momentum right into the break. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Orlando. And the 2 and 3, it's Oladipo and Tobias Harris. Ryan Vucevic, the power forward and center. And it's Peyton in at the point. Savage. That's the way to get some momentum on your side. Absolutely. Those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense. Especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt. Now here's Ginobili. Dion, the screen. Parker with a clean look. That's good on the assist by Ginobili. Well, Spurs head coach Greg Popovich is so smart, and former foreign intelligence officer during the Kobe era. He's taken up with the media for the rest of the season long. Here's Peyton, averaging 6 points per contest. Oladipo with the ball. Just 5 on the clock. Harris outside. Offline with his 3. Not the best shot. Long range and with the defender right through his space. And defensively, that's the kind of work he's known for. I mean, he loves to lock you up. Now here's Duncan. Really played well against the Clippers in his last outing. Leonard the pass to Parker. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2. Tony could well be the best point guard penetrator in the game. He's great at finding the seam and getting the ball up and off glass before the shot blocker can recover. And once the ball hits the glass and comes off, it's a no-touch zone for the defender. That free throw, no good. And Parker with the quickness to win that race to the rim, and then his great touch, able to use English or just the spin on the ball to drop it in. Even when the defense gets there early, it seems like Parker's able to use that teardrop. He hits the second from the line. And for Parker now coming into his third. It's a question, how will his game, so based on speed, Clark, and elusiveness, how will it age? Well, I think that's a fair question. His game is not as much athleticism as it is those attributes of speed and quickness and elusiveness. I think the elusiveness can handle everything. The speed will go. The fact he's improved as a jump shooter, I think will continue to allow him to be pretty good at getting to the rim. Peyton gets to Oladipo. Outside Harris. And the pass to Peyton. Oladipo against Leonard. the Orlando Magic, they come into this one following a loss to Oklahoma City.
Yeah, they gave away a lot of points at the free throw line in that game. Maybe it was being on the road. Maybe they just had a sink. Something got them rattled.
Steve, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but clearly the misses from the strike had an impact.
Now, here's Oladipo. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go.
That's now 4 misses on their first 5 attempts. Still trying to find the rhythm and flow here offensively.
Duncan, a screen. Parker dishes to Duncan. Back to Parker. Takes it out to Leonard. Out to the wing. Duncan against Vucevic. Duncan goes in. Leonard the pass to Duncan. Moves back up. And he lays it up and in.
I love the low post offense. That was beautiful.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Guys are looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Looking to end the drought, and he gets it to go.
Looks like the defense kind of backed off him and took advantage.
What is insane about the Spurs and how successful they are as a franchise is that in their entire franchise history, they've only missed the playoffs 4 times. That is absolutely remarkable.
The Magic trail by 3. It gets to Harris. There's 1:54 left here in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. Peyton dishes to Oladipo. That's good. And it's Peyton with the assist. Oladipo's got himself on the board with 3 there.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new blueprint. Potter, he's checked in for Duncan. Bellinelli comes in for Leonard. Daniel Green, he's checked in for Manu Ginobili. That's Mills in for Tony Parker.
All right, Patrick Mills, 5. No, he's only 6 foot, 185 ounces, 26 years old, 77 overall. Inside is a B minus. Outside is an A. Playmaking is a B plus. Yeah, man, just don't worry about that. Outside.
Spurs have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Now Mills, averaging 8 points a game. Passes to Bellinelli. Rebound by the Magic. They're getting their first look of the season in San Antonio in this one.
And these interconference matchups are important. You only see the club twice all season. And it feels a little different. You want to go out and really put on a good performance.
Here's Gordon. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Spurs shooting to start out this game about 43%. Green. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Well, it's a big bonus when you get effective outside shooting from your big man like these guys over the past 10 games. You take a look at Dion. Second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc. And of course, Channing Frye doing more.
It's amazing. These days there are just so many good outside shooting big men. That didn't used to be the case in the NBA, but now the floor is spread all over the place because you got so many big-time shooters at that 4 and 5 spot.
Yeah, you make a good point there, Steve. Big guys shooting the ball well. It's part and parcel of the game now. You go back a generation, there were only a fraction of big men who can knock down outside shots like we're seeing currently.
And he's good on the second. He was talking about just moments ago about not playing each other often because they're different conferences. Wouldn't you say that affects the way the game will play out?
Most definitely, Kevin. I mean, when it's an opponent you see so little of, there's always a filling out process, and I'm sure that
I was gonna miss that.
both teams.
44 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And Mills kicks to Green. Can't get it to go. Gordon with the defensive effort. Left side, Harris. He dishes it to Harkless. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Harris set the pick for Gordon.
He got it. Oh, he missed it.
And the 3 off target.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
You see, they'll take that play all day long. 10 times out of 10. That was good.
That's good.
All right, not so good. We didn't get the lead, but at least we're trying to catch up. We got 9 points. I don't know why they always go for a 3, man, because like they always sometimes miss, and that always happens because it's like when they come up to you when you're trying to make a 3, they block it because they got their hands up.
This Friday night, February 6th, Kobe Bryant, the Los Angeles Lakers, take on Nikola Vucevic and the Orlando Magic. Live from Amway Center. Don't miss out.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
This team's done a nice job on the glass. I think that's how they built this league. They were very physical, really established a presence in the paint.
Well, they've chased down those balls. As soon as they've hit the iron, they've been chasing them down. It's been a solid effort by them.
One against Mills, outside shooting, inside shooting, playmaking. Okay.
Here's Harris. They've got Corey Joseph. Duncan out there with Bond. That's Mills, and it's Green at the 3 slot. That's the San Antonio 5. And Harris, wide open, he shoots. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet.
They have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
San Antonio trailing here.
Evan Fournier out of France struggled with his shot early last season, but he rallied someone down the stretch. They're very young, with an impressive skill set. They play a lot.
And that one's good. Duncan.
He goes right back over. This is a seesaw affair.
Game's there for the taking when neither team seems to want it.
And it's Harris off the drive. All sorts of time. And it's Orlando with 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, no team able to build a big lead early on. I mean, it's tight.
What do you think, Steve?
Well, both teams still kind of feeling each other out here. Neither team has been able to find an edge in this game.
Here's Duncan after the main shot.
Wow, they're making everything, man.
Duncan. And Orlando has possession. They trail by 1. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Here's Fournier. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Just 5 to shoot. Gordon with it. He's against Potter.
Good shot.
And the Magic lead by 1.
Good shot.
Strong rebounding, and he's rewarded with the easy putback.
I just gotta keep backing up.
Mills with it.
Keep backing up. Don't foul. Just back up sometimes. Give him some space. See what he's gonna do.
2 minutes into the second quarter. Duncan left side. Outside, Green.
He misses
Sold
though.
in by Gordon.
That was not pretty there. You got to make that one, but that's not his range.
Here's Harkless. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And now a 3-point Magic lead. The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And here's Mills. Pass to Duncan. Dishes it to Green. Shot clock at 6. Right at the free throw line. Shots.
He made it. Wow.
Those are what we call
That's tough.
offense building blocks.
Orlando, they've gotten 4 of the first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Here's a good screen. Here's Fournier.
Got fouled. He got fouled. He got fouled. Or Eric Gordon got fired. Oh, that was Fournier. Okay. Fournier. Okay.
Inability to keep franchise talent for long. Of course, you think both about Shaq and Dwight Howard and their exits.
The Magic shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Well, they're doing okay as the season goes on. They're shooting about 76% as a team.
And that one falls for Fournier. And about
That's it. And you know this, man.
Well, it's a different kind of heartache, that's for sure. I think you'd rather have them and lose them than not to have them at all. But Orlando has seen a lot of success for how long they've been a franchise. They'd like to be able, though, looking ahead, to keep the next star wearing the Magic uniform right now.
and so Fournier nails both of them. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes play. Parker passes to Duncan. Parker
I
picks
gotta
it
get a
up.
haircut, man.
No good. Some solid defense from Harris. Magic leading by 3. Payton drives in. And the layup's good off the glass. Payton's got his second basket of the night.
And a much better quarter for them in terms of shooting the basketball.
You know, anytime your field goal percentage as a team is up in the high 50s, you're doing a lot of stuff right.
Now here's Duncan. 6 points for him. To the middle. Here's Parker. Great D that time from Payton.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Can't wait for Monday, man. Can't wait for Monday. Get some groceries.
And they're going to count
When my money
and
comes,
send him to the
so,
line. It could be a
I ain't
3-point
finna mess with WhatsApp no more, man. Yeah, you know that's what you send data. You know when you use your data for WhatsApp,
And the bucket.
it's just like it runs out of data, just like text now. It's similar to what text now be doing. Like when it runs out of data, you can't do nothing about it. That's what happened to me when I locked it. I had an account that I could have had forever, but you know,
Gordon comes in for Evan Fournier.
lost that account. So now it's on YouTube forever. Now I made another account though.
Played for the same college coach as Dwayne Wade. And, you know, their games actually draw some comparisons. Both are 6'4", strong, huge wingspans, explosive athletes with ball handling ability.
Hey, hey, hey,
Now here's Duncan.
hey, hey.
15 points a game. And out the basket, he was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. It's going to be Parker shooting. To hold on Jimmy Front.
Tony Parker, I don't think there's any question the best player ever came out of France. In fact, back in the summer of 2013, he led France to the Euro Cup championship in Slovenia. Just a terrific performance there for Parker.
Alinelli, he's checked in for the Spurs. Free throw drops in for Tony Parker.
France has really produced some quality NBA players. You think about Boris Diaw, Nick Batum. Batum actually carried France in that title game against Lithuania.
The pick worked really well there. Nice job taking it right to the 10 for the layup.
Double team on Parker. And the wide open shot from Ginobili. Another shot. Got it. And the Orlando Union has been put down now to just 5 on the basket. basket from Leonard.
You see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket.
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, the Spurs are again the defending NBA champs. One key to their success, Tony Parker said, we had to sacrifice and take less money. That's what it takes to win championships. This is a family atmosphere here. Deep down, I know Pop will take care of me until the end of my career. Guys, it comes back to that connection.
Yeah, trust and commitment is really a staple of their organization. Thanks, Doris. Outside Gordon. 6 to shoot. Orlando gets to get off a shot. And it's Oladipo and Henderson. Spurs trail by 3. It's taken away by Peyton. One-on-one here. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game. And Fry slams it in.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
Big front power on the tongue.
Guys, this is just too close to the game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Parker up top. Checks good on the assist by Ginobili. Ginobili's got 3 assists in the game. And here's Oladipo. 1 second left. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And a tight game here as we end the first half. Magic lead by 3. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Tim, in looking at that first half, what sort of adjustments are necessary as you guys prepare to take the floor after the break?
Just refocus some energy. I have time to come out a little more focused and understanding what we got to do to finish this game.
Tim, we appreciate the time as always. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter started.
All right, fellas. Still anyone's ball game right now. A few things from the first half. These are the types of halves where we are helping ourselves out by making clean passes. They haven't caused us too many problems in the passing lanes to this point, but we still have a half of basketball to play. I'll say this for us, though. Our shot selection has been terrific. We haven't forced things, and the shots are dropping for us because of that patience. And let's talk about our pace. We need to start the third quarter with patience and poise. I want to see us work for those good looks, careful passing, and smart decision making. We know we're up against a tough team tonight. Let's show them we're just as tough.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
And a good one for Parker. 10 points and a block.
I just can't find fault with anything he's done here. The effort, the energy, his production, his defense, it's all there.
All hustle, non-stop effort from him all over that 94 by 50-foot box. Well, the Spurs clearly an influential organization in the NBA. So many individuals who work in San Antonio, whether it be as players, assistant coaches, or even front office, have gone on to leadership roles on other NBA teams. That speaks volumes to what that group has been able to do and winning at a high level.
Second half underway. Here's who Jack Balling's got on the floor. And at the 2 and 3, it's Oladipo and Tobias Harris. Ryan Vucevic in the power forward and center. And it's Peyton in at the 1 slot. Now here's Duncan. He has 6. It's Ginobili with the drive. 4 on the clock. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And you look at all the head coaches and front office executives who have come out of the Spurs organization. They are sprinkled guys throughout the NBA. And Steve, almost half the teams in the league have some kind of fingerprint from the Spurs.
So it's a copycat league, and the Spurs winning culture, all the cross-pollinating that goes on in the NBA and the relationships. And I think in the end, the result is good for the league. You want as many well-run franchises as possible.
Manu Ginobili has always been one of my favorite guys to watch and an elite shooting guard on the court. I mean, the issue with him has been health. Last season he missed about a month with a tweaked hamstring, right as the Spurs went on their rodeo road trip.
Good on the second free throw. And Ginobili, guys, clearly focused on trying to stay healthy. The last couple of off-seasons, Steve, he's bowed out of international play.
Well, it's smart. I mean, he's got so much mileage on his body, and it's more important for him to spend his summers just working on his body, staying healthy, strengthening those areas that he needs. And it's always tricky, though, to say no to your home country when they ask you to play on the national team.
Here's Parker. Magic knocking down the tray. Duncan high post. Duncan left side. Back to Parker. Outside Leonard. Parker against Payton. Puts it up from 15. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
He just better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Oladipo dishes to Payton. He feeds it to him. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Payton passes to Harris. Oladipo for three. They grab the wrong miss. And a foul on the shot. They'll go to the strike for two. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yeah, pretty obvious. A good call by the official. Nikola Vucevic has a basketball pedigree. I mean, it's pretty impressive. His father played professionally in Europe for more than 2 decades, including for the Yugoslavian national team. His mother was a player as well. So you might say his DNA is set up to play the game.
Free throw drops for Vucevic. And Vucevic, a growing celebrity in his native Montenegro, building on his family's basketball legacy.
Yeah, Vucevic, perhaps not a household name yet in the United States, but the way he's begun his career may not be the case for long.
The Spurs making a switch here. Green's checked in, and both free throws good for Vucevic.
Vucevic is really a very capable mid-range jump shooter, but his post repertoire is still a work in progress, very much so. With his size and touch, you'd really like to see him develop that back-to-the-basket game.
Now here's Duncan. 6 points for him. Diaw down low. Headed by Oladipo. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris.
Hey, Kevin, well, Boris Diaw grew up idolizing Magic Johnson and obsessed with passing. And close friend Tony Parker said he didn't care about stats. He was always so unselfish. After being raised by Charlotte for refusing to score more points, Diaw has found a fit with the Spurs. He said, quote, "It was always the team that made the most sense." Kevin?
He had Tony there telling him about their philosophy, Doris. Great line. Thank you. You guys were talking about Vucevic developing inside speed. There's also some work to do defensively.
Yes, follow the Roy Hibbert school, remaining vertical, walling off the rim, and avoiding those fouls.
Now here's Parker. 10 points for him. Diaw inside. Defended by Gordon. Leonard. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Down low. Here's Gordon. And so he puts a trip to the line. Officials on the contact. They don't shoot two.
Defense fouling there to prevent that layup and forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
Alright, so same thing applies.
Corey Joseph comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And Spills in for Tony Parker. Orlando also making some changes.
3rd quarter, man.
This is checked in for Vucevic. Fournier comes in for Oladipo. And Harris subbed in for Payton. Both shots good from the strike.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half has been nothing but success for them there.
And their confidence has to just continue to go up the longer their perfection continues.
Now here's Joseph. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. The drive by Green. And he uses the glass on the lane.
They saw
leading by 4. Harris gets to Fournier. Duncan hits Harris. And he finishes nicely on the way. Harris has got his second basket of the game. We've got 1:48 left to play in the third. Goes with it. Dion, the screen. Pass to Joseph. To the left wing. Pocket 6.
Back it.
Feeds up the middle. The fadeaway. They turn over the 24-second buzzer. Signaling the shot clock violation. Over in this quick breaking out of the small forward position, the hottest shooters among them.
Back it up.
Take a look at Harris.
Back it up.
Leading the league in field goal
Back it up.
percentage. He always gets good looks. And of course, Kawhi Leonard.
Some of the stats on Patty Mills, how this season has been coming along for him. He's averaging 8 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. Those aren't bad numbers, but they're not the kind that are going to earn a lot of extra minutes for him either.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, if he wants to play a bigger role, a larger.
And it's the Magic with the ball. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Harkless gets a screen from Harris. Harkless with the bucket.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off. Always good to look at the backstory of the stats. Here are some numbers for Duncan. Second in blocks, 13th in field goal percentage. And in terms of rebounding, he's in the top 20 in the league. So a guy who can really take care of the boards for you.
And of the numbers you tossed out there, Steve, I think his blocks ranking may be the most impressive to me. I mean,
Spurs trail by 8. 1:05 left in the third quarter. Mills dishes to Duncan. Takes it to Mills. Pocket 6. And here's Green outside. Orlando grabs the miss. Gordon's got his third rebound tonight. Harris outside. The dish to Fournier. And there's the feed to Harris. He kicks to Fournier. Basket is good. The assist for Harris. And it's an 11-point Magic lead. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Now Mills. Here's the pass to Joseph. He dishes it to Duncan. The turnaround jumper. Duncan's got 8 points.
you know, you can give a defender a lot of trouble if you're consistent with that turnaround jumper. It's almost impossible to block.
The third quarter comes to a close.
That was close how I had to get good defense on me and then almost lost the ball. But good thing I got the ball back to Fournier. Fournier know how to shoot though, but you know, sometimes he don't make it on time.
Next Sunday, February 8th, Jokic Noah and the Chicago Bulls take on Nikola Vucevic and the Orlando Magic. It's the real deal.
State Farm assist of the game.
I was hoping we'd get a chance to see this one again. Thank you, Lonnie, and the truck for showing. But it's passing like this that makes the basketball purists happy. This is the beauty of the game right here.
Fourth quarter.
In the backcourt, Parker and Ginobili. Bellinelli is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Duncan in at the front line. Snatches in the game for the Spurs.
That's his brand of basketball, and he plays it as well as anyone. And as we get into crunch time, they need him at his best.
Material 2 free throws, took contact on the shot.
Jimmy Fry's always been a great perimeter shooter, but where he's really improved is with his inside game. Teams like to switch guards on him, but when they do, he can now finish inside over that smaller player. That's what makes him a versatile offensive threat.
First one falls for him. And you talk about teams going small on a stretch. Big man like Fry, what's the advantage?
Well, the defense then can switch on the pick and pop and deny him easy looks. That's the first advantage. But, his ability to take a smaller player inside means you have to guard him with a bigger player. So it's a pick your poison.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Danny Fry missed all of 2012-13 with an enlarged heart. This year got better, and last season, it seemed like he didn't miss a beat. He came back and shot the cover off the ball.
Now here's Ginobili. Rocket 6. And Parker, here we go. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by Vucevic.
Boy, that was way behind the line. Now, he can make that at times.
He certainly is one of the guys that can actually do it for you.
Ginobili against Gordon. They shoot again. Nice D from Ginobili.
Great defense in the paint there, making it tough on the offense.
That's what he brings, a presence. I mean, you saw it on that miss.
Hey guys, Fry, as you try to put him into some kind of position or descriptive phrase, stretch 4.
I think so, Kevin, but what's great with Fry is that he can also guard 4s and 5s. So you can space the floor as a shooter, but also defend the interior. And then you're a two-way player, and it's easy to find the right matchup.
Now coming up after the missed 3 from Gordon. Bellinelli pass it to Parker. Vucevic against Duncan. Pass to Bellinelli. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Fry's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Pass to Vucevic. Payton drives in. Gordon kicks to Vucevic. Back to Gordon. Orlando moving the ball around. The 11-footer, and he gets the bucket. And the Magic lead by 10. Diaz checked in for Bellinelli. And a switcher also for Orlando. Oladipo, he's checked in for Gordon. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, Greg Popovich was just going over the plan with his team. He talked about their problems at the free throw line, but tried not to make too big a deal out of it. He said, listen, if we keep getting to the line, the ball will start going through the net. The important thing is, keep getting there. Maybe that'll take a little pressure off him, guys.
Diaz can't hit Duncan. And he battles for the ball and gets the 7-chance bucket.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive line.
Oladipo dishes to Fry. Back to Oladipo. He feeds it to Harkless.
to be to really rush or push the game a little bit. I think they need to avoid that. Extra.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically, no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Hit by Vucevic. Peyton passes to Vucevic. Vucevic is screen on Leonard. Oladipo against Ginobili. 6 to shoot. And Oladipo kicks to Harkless. Takes the 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Ginobili dishes to Parker. With nothing. It's Samar. Got it. So Orlando will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Peyton outside.
What appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Here's Leonard. Tries to save it. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs are able to take possession here. And the Magic looking to change here. Harris is checked in. Here's Parker. Tries from 7. Couple goals, and the Magic lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Duncan.
His shooting has been so good today. He really have to take it upon himself to try to get his club out of this hole.
And he was fouled on the way out. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, the defender draped all over.
Pretty plain and simple. Got it good there.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Magic.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And I also like the penetration. They're getting into the paint, getting a lot of easy hoops from those strong drives.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Both at the line. It's a 7-point game.
And the lead now pretty healthy after that trip to the line.
Duncan with a screen for Parker. Off the screen. And the Spurs scoring again.
He had a whole lot of space to get that shot.
I don't think the defender did a good job there getting over the top of the screen.
Here's Oladipo. Duncan with a nice beat.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but he really challenged him.
Ginobili with a pass to Parker. And to Ginobili. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Leonard nails it. And what a beautiful shot to put him within 3.
Very effective screen to set up the jumper. That was the key to that play.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Now with the lead, I mean, now's the time to use the clock to your advantage. Take your time, make your time a little bit.
Ginobili kicks the Parker. And Ginobili wide open. He shoots. He got a sensational bucket to put them within 1. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Smart foul there. You have to try to extend the game.
And it's still close, but they're fighting that clock as much as the score right now.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and polish it off.
It's Parker outside. Aces one from the lead.
A serious
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ballgame. And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. Well, they don't get much more exciting than that part.
They sure don't. But when it was gut check time, this team kept their composure, kept their emotions in check, and got it done.
So that'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Berg, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Come on. Who died? Look a little nervous.
Well, I heard it's never a good thing to be called to the GM's office, especially if your 10-day contract is up. So if you're going to release me, I would just appreciate it if you did it quickly.
I'm going to be brutally honest, kid. You haven't done enough to secure a regular roster spot.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Hey, wait. You have done enough to secure another 10-day contract, though.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I'm going to give you another shot to prove you belong in this league permanently, huh?
Hey, you won't regret it either. I'm going to make it awfully hard for you to let me go.
I hope so. Look, the contract's on my secretary's desk. You go sign it anyway. Get out of here.
All right, thank you.
All right. Where's my lunch?
I've been rapping for about 17 years, okay? I don't write my stuff anymore. I just keep it from my head. You know what I'm saying? I can do that. No disrespect. But that's how I am.
Alright, so now since the 10-day contract is over, I got 4 more games left, but on the next episode we'll play game 7. So come see me play game 7 of the regular season. And yeah, man, we should be having 3 games left after I play it. Yeah, man, if you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe.